Hello there, hi, it's Adil bringing you a review of the FTSE 100 for the week ahead. Okay, so Mr. Intermarket Analysis trying to understand and dissect the FTSE. Okay, so yes, it's a new week, folks, new opportunities. Last week was a fantastic week. I exceeded 230 points in a live analysis service in real time, and my fundamental analysis has kick-started. And last week I nailed in excess of 200 points there as well. So it was a 430 point week last week on both my services, the live analysis service and the fundamental service. So absolute cracking week. So a new week starts. I've already closed my DAX long position with subscribers. I managed to get plus 21 the first and plus 25 in the last 2/3, and it's currently trading at around the 9042 level as we speak. So that was another nice trade to start off the week. I went long DAX and long Nasdaq going into the weekend. So fantastic start there to the week again. So if you want access to my trades in real time, like I say, just join the live analysis service, or you can go to my website, and you can clearly see here live analysis service is there. I do offer a 1 week, you got live analysis service, you got testimonials below. Certainly have a read of the testimonials and see how people have found it, and basically their experiences so far. There's a video there as well explaining how I operate. Okay, I also write down how I operate, and also there's a for new subscribers, if you want to try it out, see if it's for you, see if it helps your trading. I only encourage people, for those that want to join, please don't join for points, because there's a lot of other signal services out there if you want to join for points. Majority of them, from my perspective, are pretty crap, personally, with the exception of a few. Okay, generally speaking, they are pretty crap because a lot of the individuals can't trade, and that's why they do the signals. My aim is really to educate the individual. So if you look at my whole understanding of the way in which I teach that individual from step 1 to the end. Okay, and take it step by step with live analysis, live commentary, live TA, live FFA, and obviously intermarket analysis. So hopefully that individual keeps learning, because the best way to learn really is real time. There's nothing that beats real time. So certainly come and join me on that. Okay, and hopefully after a few months, hopefully the whole concept is you go solo and you fly independent, and obviously you have a nice life. Okay, obviously nailing 200 points a week is a very nice life. It's a very healthy lifestyle. It's a very economically independent lifestyle, etc., etc. But obviously that doesn't come straight away. With anything in life, you have to struggle, you have to learn, you have to dedicate your time, you have to commit. Okay, and you will eventually succeed. But with anything, it takes time. It takes you have to be steadfast. You have to persevere. Slowly, especially given the markets at present. I mean, the markets are very, very volatile given the taper on, taper off concerns. But again, that's all part of the game. Okay, I could keep saying each week, okay, the market was volatile. It's all part of the game. The market is going to be volatile every week. Okay, and you should be prepared for volatility every week. So it doesn't really make a difference. Sometimes, like for example, last week, I'll give you a prime example. I was 230 points just in 2 days trading last week, and then I had a rough week on a Wednesday, a rough week on a Thursday. A lot of the market wasn't making sense because of the taper on, taper off, etc., etc. I ended up with plus 90 points by the end of by mid Thursday, and then I eventually pulled it around to 230 points by Friday. That's all part of trading, folks. Okay, you have to keep you cool. Okay, I'd stick to your trading plan, your methodology, your strategy. Stick to the cheatings that you've acquired from your obviously your people above you, your noble teachers. And obviously adhere to whichever philosophy or school of thought that you follow. Okay, and keep persevering. Okay, a lot of people start breaking down, when their stop losses are hit, unfortunately, and they start adopting new strategies, start tweaking their strategy, etc., etc. That's going to lead to a failure. Okay, it's all about composing yourself. So again, the live analysis service gives you that ability. I always stick with my analysis. And if I'm wrong, then I'm more than happy to change my bias. Okay, if my fundamental analysis variables and my technical analysis variables and my intermarket analysis variables tell me I'm wrong, then I'm happy to swallow my ego and go the opposite direction. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm a day trader. Okay, and I have also started the fundamental analysis service as well, which I'm doing for free for the next month or two. So certainly have a look at that. Okay. Last week obviously 200 points on that, so that's been a good week, okay, from that perspective as well. So cracking start there. Okay folks, so basically my aim is to educate, so obviously I do these YouTube videos, so let's educate. Okay, so let's have a look at the FTSE 100. Okay, so okay then, so the weekly chart, always on the weekend weekly. Okay, so weekly chart, basically what the conclusion is, you're into horizontal support. You've got this trend line going up. Okay, so watch out for this trend line. Obviously this trend line breaks and obviously down we go. The next support level is 6394, then obviously below, which is at 6300, and obviously below, which is at 6200, 6250, and obviously the ultimate support will be at 6100. As traders, we have to consider all eventualities. So given the fact that the FTSE's fallen from 6800 level down to the 6400 level, who said it can't fall another 400 points? Okay, again, allow the market to speak to you, don't dictate to the market. Once you start to do that, you'll be a successful trader. Okay, let's have a look at the daily chart. Daily chart, basically you're in this bearish channel at present, lower lows, lower highs. You've put in a doji candle there, so you are looking for a potential reversal. We are at horizontal support, so your support zones going into Monday's trading will be 6424, solid support. 6410, very hard. I can't see that breaking on Monday unless the Asian markets obviously throw a curveball. But yeah, definitely that 6420 level, watch that, 6425, 6410, solid support, and we should be looking to get a bounce. If you do get a bounce, then as traders, as we all know, previous support equals resistance. Obviously the level here, 6480, 6490, that will be a position that will be probably more than likely looking to be short. Okay. It's quite late and I'm yawning again. I'm always yawning in my YouTube videos, always tired. Okay, so yeah, it's been a long day today. I went to the cinemas and watched The Hobbit. Good film for those of you that are into your films. Certainly worth watching. Certainly take your family, etc. I went with my family, although my kids aren't here at the moment, they're abroad, but my missus isn't here either. But I went with my extended family, and it was a good film. Certainly worth watching. Okay, so basically what do we have here? So we've got a bearish channel, obviously we know. Okay, we've got a downward sloping contracting wedge pattern, and we are concluding into this multiple trend lines and horizontal support. So just keep an eye out for that, folks. Like I said, 6420, 6410, solid support, very highly unlikely. Again, I can say that in advance prematurely, but what if the market breaks that? So again, we just react to the news. It's all about adhering to your fundamental analysis and technical analysis, or which I teach in the mentoring program. Okay, so those of you that are interested in mentoring and want to learn my methodology, a methodology that has obviously allowed me to succeed 200 points a week for the last 7 years, consistently, day in, day out, week in, week out, then I have the mentoring program. You can go to that mentoring program on my website. Its tab is mentoring program. It explains exactly how I teach, etc., and I obviously impart my knowledge upon you, and hopefully that will put you in good stead, okay, and give you a foundation in understanding the markets. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, so basically we're in this bearish channel. We've got a down sloping contracting wedge pattern, which eventually does mean that the market will reverse in the opposite direction, and you've got horizontal support, like I said, at 6420, 6425, 6410. If that cracks, obviously we go lower. The next level is around 6340. Okay, so let's have a look at our FTSE 250 chart, which is usually quite crucial, which I tend to follow a lot. Obviously we're in this horizontal support at present. Okay, so just bear that in mind. We are holding the support level, and we could either break higher or we could break lower. Again, let the market decide, and we'll follow accordingly. Okay, righty then, let's go to the FTSE chart itself. So 60-minute chart, basically what do we have here? You've got a downward sloping trend line, which at present, sport, obviously we could potentially test that around the 6400 level. Again, hypothetically speaking, we don't know yet at present. Okay, purple trend line was connecting the lows here. We are into support. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So what do we have here? So we've got downward sloping contracting. I won't even say contracting, really. Downward sloping wedge pattern, more or less. It is downward sloping to a certain extent, but again, you know, it could well, on the 10 minutes is horizontal. So basically all we can conclude is that the market's not making, the whole concept here is it's bias change principle 1, where the market is no longer making lower lows. It's the lows are equivalent to the previous low, therefore the bulls are coming in here and certainly showing their prowess. That's basically the conclusion. Okay, and obviously if the shorts are covering their shorts in this region here, and the bulls are then obviously gaining conviction on the buy side, then the order book obviously will be full with buys and the shorts covering their shorts. Okay, so therefore buy equals short squeeze, boom, thrust higher. Okay, so watch out for that pattern here, given the fact that also another pattern that you must adhere to and respect. When the H&S formation hits its target, what happens? All the shorts that were short around this right shoulder here are looking to cover their positions at the target, which exactly is 6430. And what's 6430? That's the support level that we're holding right now. So surprise, surprise, folks. Okay, it's not a coincidence, it's technical analysis. Okay, so this is a short squeeze candidate here, given the fact that everybody was short up here looking to close their positions, boom, up we go. Okay, right, I can explain that there's also another factor here. I can explain why this market will bounce and move higher here. Okay, there's a lot of intermarket analysis variables that are telling me in advance, of which I've already shared to subscribers, and I explain that in detail in a live analysis service. So those of you that really want to learn and dedicate your time and improve your understanding, etc., etc., I understand you can't follow the market 24/7. You've got day jobs, etc., you're busy, but you still want to learn in your spare time. Then the live analysis service is for you, because you get the email sent to you in the evening. You can spend some time, go over the trades and look at the reasoning, the TA and the FA reasoning as to why I've taken the trade during the day, of which eventually you can keep learning and mimic that in your own time. Okay, so rather than doing nothing, hoping to learn the market one day, hoping to quit your job and etc., 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 not having that financial stability, so on and so forth, this is ideally designed for individuals like yourself that eventually want to gain financial independence, that don't have the time at present, you have bills to pay, etc., etc. There's no better way to learn. That's why I only charge £50 a month. Would you rather go and leave your job, quit your job, have no financial stability and pay somebody £10,000, £5,000 for a course, or would you rather have a positive state of mind, a peaceful obviously abode, or a peaceful existence, knowing that your bills are paid, knowing that you have income coming in, and then learning in your own time? Okay, and that's exactly what the live analysis service does. So it's not just for individuals that are constantly active and free during the day. It's designed for individuals like yourself that can obviously learn and educate yourselves in your own spare time at your own obviously whim. Okay, so again, bear that in mind. Okay, so this pattern here, boom, off we go to the upside. So that's certainly a pattern there that would argue for a short squeeze. Okay, right, so 10-minute chart. 10-minute chart, basically more or less the same. As you can see, horizontal support here, solid support around the 6430 level. Now you know why, given the 60-minute chart. Okay, and basically now what we have is we are an inverted head and shoulders is currently brewing at present. Why have I pressed that button? Honestly. Okay, so yes, so that inverted head and shoulders pattern is brewing on the 10-minute chart, as you can see, and then obviously up we go. Okay, so I'll call it quits there, folks, with regards to the FTSE itself. As you know, my bias is going bullish into Monday. And again, if you want to gain my active trades, real-time exits, stop losses, entries, etc., etc., then join the live analysis service. Okay, folks, so risk on, risk off, wax on, wax off. Go